Motherfuckers. I hate everybody.
Call motherfuckers.
I call in nobody motherfuckers. I didn't say you are or all that other nonsensical shit. Fucking cretins out there.
You are just a massive ball of sunshine.
Yeah.
I hope you know.
Yeah, because I am walking on sunshine.
Fucking asshole simpleton.
Walking on sunshine.
It's not my fault that I'm an outdated Sour Patch Kid. I'm a Sour Patch Kid who's always sour and never turns sweet.
No, you're more like an outdated Garbage Pail Kid.
No, Sour Patch Kid.
Bullshit.
Sour Patch Kid.
Bullshit!
Sour Patch
Good
Kid.
yeah, you are a fucking sour prick.
No, Sour Patch Kid. Well, if I ever get into the world of wrestling, which hopefully the God and pray to the Lord up above that I do, I'm going to be like how I am now. I'm going to be a fucking wise ass.
Praying for you, buddy.
I'm going to be a wise ass. That's how it's going to be. I don't give a By the way, there's one thing I want to accomplish in wrestling. You want to know what I want to do? Heel versus heel matches. The face versus heel, that's nice and all face versus face, but you never get enough heel versus heel in professional wrestling. You never get one arrogant, cocky fucker against another one. You never get that in wrestling these days. And I think a heel versus heel would be something unique.
It's kind of funny because in a lot of different media and such like that, villains versus villains is usually very fun for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Because it is. You hardly ever see it that much in professional wrestling. You hardly ever do. Which is kind of a pity party shame. So that's that. I'm eating my dinner. Then I'm gonna grab a cinnamon bun that'll put me in a much better mood.
Who would they cheer for?
That sounds so good, a cinnamon bun.
That's a good question. Who would they cheer for?
All right. Think about this.
The lesser of two evils.
My dream opponent is Maxwell Jacob Friedman. I love to wrestle him. I'll be booed. He'll be booed. Thing is, which one between the two? Thing is, I'm an arrogant wise ass. He is just an salt of the earth. Put those two together, what does that tell you in terms of a war?
The thing is, I could never boo MJF because he's just that damn entertaining.
No, because he is. Also, another thing is that I got a clever way for wrestling. If I ever in a tag team match, I'm going to bring a gambling experience. For example, if we end up losing and you're the one who gets pinned first, basically I'll bring up a gambling bet. I'll put $200 first bet. If you're the one who gets pinned and ends up losing for us, I get you $200 or vice versa. So it's just an ideal thought.
What are we having for dinner, Mr. Garrison? Did you bring enough for the viewers? No, he ate it all.
No,
enough for everybody to go around.
No, he didn't bring any for any of us, let alone for everybody else, because, well...
Yeah, the last time I remember, Gary's the one who's always begging off of you, Shane.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's all right. I'm not going to feed any of you anyway, because you're all mean to me, so there you go.
God, fuck you!
Me.
You people are always fucking mean.
You people? Oh, you're
How about you don't talk with your mouth full?
Yeah.
Well, that's okay, because he's imitating what I'm about to do to his mouth later on.
Okay.
You fucking idiots, man. I don't like any of you.
You're the idiot. You're the one that swallows.
No.
Yeah.
Why do you look so pale with that white shirt?
Fucking albino.
You making fun of my white shirt.
Fucking neon white bitch ass.
You making fun of my white shirt.
I'm just saying you look better with a black shirt on. Just saying.
Making fun of it. Yeah, you're the one that kills it by ripping it in half.
Well, I got black t-shirts somewhere, but I don't know.
Yeah, you got plenty of them.
I can't find where my Fu Manchu is, which I'm very fucking upset about.
I'd rather wear your Fu Manchu than a regular white shirt.
That is my favorite shirt. I have to.
Cap says I spit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, that's. I'll take things I didn't need to know for 500, Alex.
Oh, you be quiet.
Oh my God.
Hey,
I
look,
like open-minded people and not fucking prudes.
Yeah, but there's a difference between being open-minded and telling everybody what you're doing.
Exactly.
No, not really.
We don't need it.
Yeah, really.
No, not for me.
Yeah, well, you have absolutely no boundaries.
I don't. Well, it depends.
There's be some boundaries. Come on.
It depends. But when it comes to
Nah.
anything sexual, hell no. You should be as open-minded as you fucking can.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't like BDSM, Romy.
That's torture. That's not pleasure.
It's still sex though.
But that's torture. That's inflicting pain.
Some people like pain.
Exactly.
Because they're sadistic
like, for
fucks.
example,
No,
for
that's
example,
masochistic.
This
You have that
guy
wrong.
Up here.
I
This
like
fucker up here,
bondage.
like,
I like
see?
I like whips.
No,
there we go.
that's pain, Gary.
I like pain. I'll take it.
Some people
You
get
see?
pleasure out of pain.
Yeah.
See?
I'm not
Yeah,
joking.
and I got 3 words for them. Tons of therapy.
My favorite is I love spanking.
Oh, what's this about being open-minded again, Romy?
Oh, he's got you there.
For someone who wants to inflict pain upon others and get pleasure out of it, which torture and pleasure they're not even the same level.
Listen, it's about the consent between two adults.
Exactly.
If that's what they want to do behind closed doors, that's fine. I want nothing to do with it because it's not my deal.
I don't. Okay, here, let me get a kendo stick, smack you in the back, and tell me if you're gonna orgasm. Get the fuck out of here! Come on, dude.
I didn't tell you to get a kendo stick to hit me in the back. That's not consent. That's just being a dickhead.
And
What the fuck do you call a big booby chick in a goddamn leather outfit whipping the shit out of you, leaving marks on you like if it's the Passion of the Christ?
If the guy likes it, that's
if the
what
guy
matters.
has consented about it, if he's a consenting adult,
then he needs to be on these then.
You know, for the first time,
I give up.
Getting to an argument, so that's good.
Yeah, exactly. Gary's actually answering an argument. That's new.
I'm usually the one who's in these arguments, so
I was about to say, yeah.
relax. I'm glad it's not me for once.
Not only as long as there is consent, but as long as both parties get pleasure out of it.
Oh.
Bam.
It's all about the consent, man.
Exactly.
Damn it,
All
dude.
about the consent.
What did you do now, Gary? Did you spill?
I got fucking applesauce on my leg!
My God, Gary, what are we gonna fucking do with you? You cry fuck! Applesauce on my leg!
I have a suggestion. Let's get him a bib.
Put him in the high. Well, you know what? He already looks like an old man. No wonder he's eating applesauce.
Shit, let's get him a sippy cup too while we're at it.
Fucking good. I
We'll
like
get you a sippy cup. We'll put you in the high chair.
Hey, don't you fuck with sippy cups!
Psycho Mike says, well, as long as it was not poop running down your leg.
Well,
dude,
I mean, the day is still young. The day is still young.
Yes.
And not Gary. He's eating applesauce.
Oh my God, here I got half.
Oh,
I got.
God.
I
Hey,
got
Gary, check the comments really quick.
Oh my God.
Constance. Woo!
I'm not doing that joke. That joke is so fucking old with me.
It's old. You ruined it.
Yeah, I'm not doing
I was gonna say, let Gary discover it for himself.
No, I'm not doing the joke. I only do it when it's necessary. I'm not doing it anymore.
We could have done it naturally there.
Hey, you know what? You know what else is a joke?
What?
Gary. I'm joking.
Yeah, he actually is. He actually is funny. Funny looking.
You see, Gary. You know
Hey,
how it
Gary.
feels now.
Gary, don't take that offense because that was consent.
Hey, as Loki says at the Ragnarok, yes, that's how it feels.
Oh, I'll put some meth on it. You'll be all right.
I'm trying to smash the fan out the spool.
Where'd he go?
Did he leave? Aw, Gary.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
I'm trying to discover hoppers to me.
Constance says, I choose orange Kool-Aid.
I'm fucking ignoring it. I'm not even gonna bother with that.
Yeah,
so.
we just keep
They're
going.
just having fun, Mr. Cap.
I'm having their fun. I'm gonna be the natural internet heel that I am.
Good.
That went quiet.
That's
More like the natural internet dick face.
I'm a heel. I'm a natural internet heel. I'm supposed to be loved, hated.
What, you like to wear heels? Well, that explains me a lot about yourself.
Yeah. Every girl's. Yeah. I got
What?
Well, you know what they say: the devil wears Prada, right?
Yeah.
Where's Meryl Streep around? Okay.
Streep.
He knows how to use them.
Oh, you no.
What? Whatever against ZZ Top.
ZZ Top is fucking.
With ZZ Top, I wonder if the curtains match the drapes.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say it's best not to talk shit about ZZ Top in front of my mom. She is a huge fan of them.
Oh, I think ZZ Top is great.
I got a chance to see him in concert again.
Yeah, they got to see him in concert as well too, and they were like, "Oh, it was really good." And I was
Sugar
like,
Ross,
"Yeah,
if he grows his beer out long enough, he can join him.
Sugar Ross has got the manliest beard I ever seen in my life.
He's a
I cannot deny that
man.
he does.
He
It even
is
puts,
a real
it
man.
even puts the guys from Duck Dynasty to shame.
Wait, Ailsy Muscle says, how's the Pimp life, Shane? Well, Lucas, you would know. You're one of his hosts.
Yeah, where's the 2x4?
Speaking
Not-
of which, get back on the fucking street.
Who said? Yeah, who said that you were on break?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's
No,
Did you
I'm-
deliver the half and half to that to Lexington Steel? No? Come on. Chop, chop.
Time is money. No, I'm all good. I'm all good here.
Hey,
I'm a little
Romy
fucking
and
tired,
Austin. Hey, Romy and Austin. I'm number one. Oh, wait. I'm number one fan.
I'm a one fan.
Gary's like, fuck off.
You're a winner.
Congratulations, you're a winner.
Well, congratulations.
Riggs.
I know Gary, as he does. Yeah, see?
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Uh-huh.
Fucking construction. Damn it.
Uh-oh.
I'm fucking coughing up applesauce.
Hey, you know what, Captain? You know what? He should take notes because Gary should be a spitter. Well, he's a spitter right now.
I wish you had Play the sound.
Fucking applesauce comes up and applesauce goes out.
Oh yes, it is Big Rigs, one of the absolute worst games of all time.
It's like unironically, it's more like ironically funny.
Oh,
Oh
it's
my-
so bad that it's just hilarious for
Oh
first
my
impression.
Did Jam play that?
Yes, he
Big
did.
Rigs? Yeah, he did.
Don't choke. No, I'm not gonna choke yet.
But he likes choking. It's consent.
Some people are into some of that kind of stuff.
Some are
man.
into choking. Some are into.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it true that if okay, no
Wow,
joke.
Austin, you actually shared the stream for what?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You actually get my fucking sympathy. You actually shared the stream.
I did.
What's Big Rigs about? It's a PC game and it's a racing game involving semi trucks and it's one of the worst. It's like the most.
So fucking bad.
It's not even complete. That's how bad the game
Yeah,
is.
it's. Ooh.
Spitters are for quitters.
Oh,
Hey Gary, you should go on that diet.
what
I'll help you lose some weight, buddy.
Oh my god.
but anyways, like,
Is that like the new Atkinson diet?
oh, Jesus, Merry Christmas. But anyways, Chris One, welcome back to another episode here on this channel for you all, as we are now continuing on into the triple digits now in terms of 111, 101, 111. So very nice to see that we are now continuing on. We are now in that particular time zone within the episode and all that other fucking nonsense and do-it-us. Now, in terms of a little more promotion for you all, again, the network, the 1980s Network Film Awards voting sheet is doing really well. We're so far halfway in terms of voting, and it still needs some more votes in terms of what's been going on. I'll share the link. You folks know what to do. The paper is due by the 20th. The show is going to be happening on the 28th of this particular month. So you don't want to miss that, ladies and gentlemen, for that. And again, the sheet is due by the 20th. I will share the link once again. All right. But as for my topics, ladies and gentlemen, here is what I got to offer. I got majority of the stuff is, believe it or not, food related, because
Lucas.
a lot of the stuff that I found is quite intriguing. Now, a company name called Nissin and HyperX, they're introducing a limited edition style of headphones.
Oh, Nissan, I bought a truck from there.
Another cereal themed ice cream is going to be debuting pretty soon. Also, 13 snacks you ate at every 80s birthday party that you were going to start craving again.
But you're not even born in the 80s.
Yeah, exactly.
So 7 childhood snacks we missed that they should be brought back. Also, top 10 best alcoholic beverages and
Ooh.
the top 10 casino games that you should play in order to succeed. So
Craves has
that's
got to be one of them because they have the best, one of the best odds. Oh fuck! It's like it's the freelance bet. I forgot what it's called.
I have no idea.
No idea.
When you bet on pass line, you can put even more to try to up your ante.
So that's all my shit for you all. I did have a story lined up, but I still need to do some more research. I already got enough already, but I want to do more and more because I want to go in depth with it. So I'll say that's all I got for next episode. So that's all I got.
Good.
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 Good. Dick.
Actually,
Gary, what was that? What was that mannerism? You're just like fucking mean face McGee.
Oh my.
Isn't that like kind of his constant state? Mean mug?
Being an absolute dickhead fuckface. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
told you.
Even Gary.
I told you.
agrees with that.
I'm the Sour Patch Kid who never turned sweet. There you
See,
go.
Gary, look, I know you.
That's Orange Cassidy.
But I'm just saying this is what you would do anyways.
Oh yeah, inspiration.
You're not even doing it right. You're like this. It's like
Yeah, see?
at a 25-degree angle. Okay.
There we go. That's better.
I
Sorry,
definitely
it's off
call.
by a couple of degrees. I'm sorry.
I'll definitely call 1-800-butt-crack. That's not even a 7-digit number.
I guess I'll go first with my topic since
No,
everyone.
Go ahead.
hey, shut up.
Ben, hurry up!
The others have to do their introduction.
Ben, hurry up!
Look, you can go ahead and skip me. Everybody knows who I am. I don't have a smarmy thing this time around.
Well, yeah, you know why? Because Gary, sucked it out like a Dyson vacuum.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Oh jeez. So what you're saying is that he's like a vampire, but instead of blood, it's ideas.
No, he's no Dane Cook.
To be fair, Dane Cook, he has come back. Like, from what I've heard, his new material is actually really funny.
Depends on who you're talking about too.
Well,
so.
back in the day, yes, he obviously stole from every comedian out there. But no, from what I've been hearing, like he actually has newer material, like good shit. From what I've been hearing.
Like I said, it depends on who you talk.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because everyone's sense of humor is different.
Did you accidentally confuse yourself with Dane Cook and Christian Harloff?
No. Christian Harloff is one funny motherfucker, though. I cannot deny that.
He is. I like him. Not the other guy.
And Mark Ellis is a funny fucker too. You shut up.
Yeah, he needs to stick with that in that movie.
You be quiet, okay? God damn the shit.
Good lord.
Mark Ellis. Anyway, so I have a couple of topics. I have a review. I have a couple of new pickups. I'm gonna do a quick recap on last night's Oscars. And I also have, I have an update on the 2020 Next Generation Film Awards.
Yeah, how much they're gonna suck too.
Wow, way to be a friend.
You know, Romy, I have the power to kick you out of your category. You know.
Who helped you? Who helped you gather some hoes?
I
Gave you
don't
some
give a fuck.
Exactly.
I don't give a. It's still. Whose show is it? Whose show is it, Romy? Whose show? Whose show? Whose show?
Mothman's.
It's co-hosting, yes.
Gotcha.
It is co-hosting, but otherwise, it's not.
Yes.
Fuck up. Fuck up. Anyways, that's what I have.
Yeah. Speaking of Oscars, 23.6 million.
Ouch.
All-time low.
I wonder why.
Brings a smile to my fucking face.
Mm-hmm. There's people nominated films that no one's even fucking seen.
There was one thing I didn't. What was it? A little unrelated, but there was one thing I forgot to mention. Is that I have a thing for, if you want to say it for the end of the show.
Okay.
Be retelling the story of 10 Cent Beer Night, and And let me tell you, you guys are in for a fucking treat.
This
because-
story,
man.
like Shane told me about this, I was at a loss for words because it was insane.
Yeah. Basically, we'll just learn how terrible people really are. But anyways,
Well, come on.
it's gonna be a fun one. So
People suck, so
people do suck, and you're about to find out how bad it can get.
even more so. Holy shit!
Oh yeah, it's bad. It's real bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 111. Y'all know it has the BOFAS on the sofas. You have Austin, the tripod Putnam.
Hi guys. Austin here.
Sonic the Hedgehog is back. How much you charging for meth? Who gives a fuck? I already got some right here.
You mean speed?
Speed,
Come on,
meth,
it's
crystal.
it was so easy. There was the alley-oop right there, and you missed it.
He's got to go fast.
He's gotta go fast.
Exactly my point.
And then we got mannerisms over here. Fucking young assassin. The untouchable. The untouchable. More like the untouchable penis.
Oh my fucking Christ.
That sounds like a really terrible superhero name.
Unlike Joey Ryan. Hey, Giuseppe, how you doing, buddy? And then we have Mac Daddy.
I'm sorry, I didn't have anything. I didn't have anything insightful.
It's sad, but fuck, it's still fun. God damn shit.
What?
See what you've done?
What I've done? You are so ready to place the blame on me.
Could you? Oh, good point.
Yeah, Ibarrabros says Shane got a
Good point.
hairball.
Well, when you live with like 6 cats indoors and 2 outdoors, I mean, something's bound to happen.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of
You
hairy
okay
pussy.
there, Shane? You
It
okay
really
there,
is.
GareBear?
They Shane auditioned for the Cats movie.
We never talk about that shit. Oh my god.
You wouldn't want me to do that. I would further bring
No.
that movie into depravity. I
Shane
really
just
would.
want to go on there so he can fuck Taylor Swift or Rebel Wilson. I know I would.
Not Will Wilson. Not Will Wilson.
Well,
Have you played Ultra Street Fighter 4? No, just the regular one. And here's what I have to offer. I got 2 games for you folks. One of them we haven't played in a very long time.
Ooh, okay.
One of them,
Gary's still.
will we have time for these 2 games for one? 'Cause there seems to be a lot going on here.
Gary stopped laughing about me.
Jesus, Gary. Gary.
Jeez, boy, get a hold of yourself.
Oh my God, he's wheezing. Please, Romy, continue. How can I continue with the guy's brakes needs to be checked right here?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, them brake pads sound pretty bad.
needs more of a brake pad change. Needs an oil change as well.
Yeah, where's Tommy Boy? We need him to sell you some brake pads. I have 2 games. I
Power
got
hand brake pads.
Survey Says, and I got the Googler.
Oh,
Remember the Googler? The Googler. Not only that, I only have a couple of
Sorry, I
topics.
don't speak Italian.
God damn it.
I didn't get to speak German. Old reference to an old Smosh video when they were good.
Yeah, the Googler is inspired by a dealer we once known at Klebo. It was her idea, and it was actually really. I called her Katana because she looks just like Katana from Mortal Kombat. It's pretty crazy. You okay, Gary?
I think he needs a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. A little update on the best and worst of the decade with Luke. Yeah, he's
Gary
gone.
can't stop laughing.
Giuseppe goes, yeah, he's gone. I'm offended. I love Giuseppe, man.
Fucking Gary.
He probably gets more chicks than Shane does on a Saturday night with his hoes. Here we go. The PS Plus monthly free games, which is the BioShock Remastered Trilogy. Why the Golden Raspberry Foundation is a complete joke. My best and worst films of 2003. I can go over those really quickly. And like I said, the update on the best and worst of the decade with LukeNukem and Alexander the Great. Let's begin!
So who wants to go first?
Okay. So,
Gary, you're not ready to go right now.
okay, I think I'm on.
Hold up a
Are
second
you
here.
okay?
All right, so ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Oh my God.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, since we are starting off the show the right and proper way with what we're going over and all that other nonsense. So, folks, I want to go over something that's pretty interesting to say the least. Now, this company called Nissin, I pronounce the name pretty bad, and a company called HyperX. They are a company to introduce a limited edition pair of headphones. In terms of
HyperX, yes, those guys are good.
they are releasing a limited edition cup noodle headphones. Basically, the cup noodle headphones are recreating the cup noodle, soup, the microwavable soup. The cups are the earpieces, and the fork is the little plug that you use.
Wow. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Kind of reminds me that they had a in-game advertisement tie-in in Final Fantasy 15. It was the strangest fucking thing.
What?
now
That was the thing.
as these types of headphones, folks, they are not. I don't think they're American release, but they are, no surprise at all, a Japanese brand. So,
Well, yeah, it's
only Japan can come up with something creative like that. Can you just imagine you're going around town, you're listening to your iPod, and you have these big fucking you got these big fucking headphones on with cup noodle cups as headphones. Yeah, you look so cool walking around listening to fucking soup on your ears. Pretty ridiculous idea, but I think it can somewhat work if you.
What was the other name of the company? What was the other one that's with
It was called Nissin, Nissin, and HyperX.
Hmm.
So moving on here, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves another cereal adaptation ice cream flavor. Now, I went over the fact of Cinnamon Toast Crunch is releasing ice cream flavor. There is going to be a Lucky Charms Lovers.
Jesus Christ! I just looked at the. I'm sorry. I just looked at the headphones. Christ Almighty, that is bootleg as fuck looking.
I know, it's pretty fucking ridiculous.
You
but
really-
I guess. Hold on, let me take a look here.
they're fucking bobo as hell.
It does look really fucking bootleg, but it probably would be something I'd wear anyways.
Okay, Nissan HyperX headphones.
Nissin HyperX headphones.
You got everybody who's wearing those earbuds, one with the no cords and one with the cord. Then you got those regular standard those Bose headphones. Then you got to have that one guy stand out with fucking cup noodle as your headphone.
Gary, you know what they look like? They look like what's that? What those things they wear in college where they
I'm gonna look
drink
these things up.
alcohol out of the cups of the heads?
What, the solo cups?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, but it's like putting solo cups over your ears. It's like, wow, I can hear the ocean.
What's this headset called again?
Dude, here.
The Nissin HyperX, Nissin HyperX headphones.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Look at this shit. It is so bootleg looking.
yeah,
Oh my
it's pretty.
god.
It's pretty
Yeah.
fucking retarded if you ask me.
It's good lord.
It's fucking hilarious. They, like I said, they look like drunken drunken beer.
Okay. You know, this reminds me of. If you guys have seen the film American Ultra, I'm getting those vibes right now just looking at these. It's a fun flick. I liked it. Yes, I liked it.
Would you let Gary talk?
If you listen hard enough, you can hear the spice.
Oh my god, you can hear
Anyhow,
Sorry, Gary.
so
Go ahead. My bad.
ice cream.
you can hear the noodles bubbling and all that stuff. So, anyways, there is gonna be a Lucky Charms flavored ice cream that is gonna be coming out. So I'm liking the idea of cereal themed ice creams coming out because that's something new. It's creative. And this is what it says right here in the article. Lucky Charms is hands down one of the best cereals of all time. I'm always down for the pancakes, sausage, bacon, etc., etc.
Oh, I like Lucky Charms. It's pretty good.
I like a bowl of Lucky Charms as a home cooked breakfast. That says a lot. Seriously, who passes up Cracker Barrel over a bowl of marshmallows?
A bowl of what?
Now, this particular item is going to be Now this right here is gonna be Lucky Charms theme. It's gonna be sugar cookie dough, but it is a sugar cookie dough, but it looks like there's a new Lucky Charms dessert. It is basically same as usual. It is gonna be vanilla ice cream with like a cinnamon or sugar cookie coating flavor with the lovable marshmallows that you get in the Lucky Charms cereal. So from the way it looks, it looks actually quite tasty and appetizing. But between the two, I like the idea with Cinnamon Toast Crunch a little bit more.
Well, yeah, because Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I mean, cinnamon goes well with everything, especially with ice cream.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
It goes well with applesauce too.
To be honest,
Applesauce is just the main fucking topic tonight. I don't know why, but it is. And applesauce is amazing.
I wouldn't be surprised if you're wearing dentures.
and dude, both ice cream flavors, I want to try them both.
By the way, if you ever get a blowjob from a woman who doesn't have teeth, I think you're in for a treat. Yeah.
Oh fucking hell!
Anyways, let's go into some lists, shall we? How about
Got
7
the gone
childhood
one.
snacks we missed that should be brought back?
Okay.
Starting off with number 7 is Jollibee's Old Peach Mango Pies.
I've never even heard of it.
That sounds terrible.
At least they didn't say circus peanuts.
Yeah, I wonder where those peanuts came from.
Next
Oh,
up,
fuck.
number 6 is Nonstop Ice Cream. Basically, those little ice cream cups that looks like a fucking 5-star dessert with those with those little one spoons that you get from grade school.
Spoons.
Yeah,
I remember
something
those
like
Spoon.
guys. Yeah, that brings me back. Fucking hell, Shane. Jesus.
What?
Oh my god. Okay, I gotta send you gentlemen this photo privately because just from the caption alone from someone who painted this, it sounds like something Shane would say. It's pretty fucking funny. Now, number 5, I don't know why this one's on here, but I think it's already brought back the Fanta Pop.
Oh,
Never heard of that.
yes.
I never heard of that either.
Mhm.
Pop?
Fanta.
The Fanta Pop.
Oh, Fanta. I think it's a Phantom. What the fuck? Fanta. Jesus Christ. Fanta Pop. That actually doesn't sound that bad.
Next
More
up,
like Fanta Pop your cherry.
Next up, I think this one's
Mm.
out
Fucking
too.
happy
Pringles in a can that fits in my hand.
Said Sam I am.
Is it the really small ones?
Yeah, it's the really small ones. Something
No,
like
they
that.
always had. They had those out for
Yeah.
a while.
Saying
Then,
something
yeah,
about that, I
then
don't know
wasn't
why.
that wasn't something that discontinued? I don't think.
Next up, number 3. This one's already out, but it's a name that's pretty funny.
Oh no.
It's
Oh no.
called Fat Fingers.
Fat fingers.
I wonder who that could be for.
Basically, all it is Twinkies, but it's an off-brand. So
Motherfucker, does these look like bratwurst to you?
Sorry.
I mean, if you're German, anything's possible.
next up is
Oh,
Fat
God.
Oh
fingers.
my god. Oh, here we fucking Mick Rock is dying. Or excuse me, Psycho Mike.
Gary, come on.
Zippy Juicy Drinks.
Excuse me.
Wait,
What?
what?
Basically, they're like juice pouches, but it comes in a pyramid form juice pouch.
So
What are
Capri
they called
Sun.
again? What are they called again?
They're called it's called Zip Juice Drinks, but I call them Zippy Juicy Drinks.
Oh my god. Hold on, man. Let me
Here you go.
Okay.
So essentially, what was it? A Capri Sun. That's what it sounds like.
Something like that, but it comes in like a triangular prism juice box.
Giuseppe says, I'm surprised no one hasn't farted yet.
Well, the farting happens naturally, Philip.
Hold up. I just typed. Okay. Oh my god. Wait, that's not quite as good as Hubba Bubba Bubble.
Oh my god. And number 1,
Zippy Juicy Drinks.
there you go. That's better.
Fantastic.
Number 1 is it's called the Fun Witch. The Presto Fun Witch.
The Fun Witch? What is it? Is it like a hot witch that's seductive?
I don't know, something like that. But you want to talk about something?
Your version of fun does not surprise me.
You want to talk about something I miss? Those old school WWF ice cream bars. I
Those are
miss
good.
those.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
I remember those.
It's like a wafer cookie with vanilla chocolate coating, vanilla ice cream, occasionally some caramel filling inside. I mean, there's those Magnum ice cream bars, which I recommend everybody try out. Those are fucking delicious.
Lisa Morgan says, sounds like me. Yeah, Fun Wish. If she transforms me into a barrel like a certain video, I'd be like, joke's on you, bitch. I'm already am one.
Holy fucking heaven. All right, but anyways, ladies and gentlemen, next topic we got here. Let's talk about 30 snacks from the 80s that will get you the craves. Starting off with number 13, microwavable popcorn. These are all favorite snacks from the 80s that will get you the munchies.
Munchies.
Is that
Order
an
Rick and
80s thing, or is that like that's a normal thing?
Order Rickenbacker.
Basically, the list is reflecting to favorite snacks that will get you the munchies that were popular in the 80s.
Well, I will say that if you do have munchies, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
I know. Listen knows about munchies.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyways,
I was about to say I'll have a story to tell when I get to one of my topics. So
How the fuck are you still
one
singing?
thing I've tried was sriracha sauce in the popcorn bucket.
Sriracha sauce?
I want to try that.
And let me tell you something, it is messy, but oh so good.
I bet you it's not as good as Arkansas.
An old co-worker,
Worcestershire.
an old guy used to work with a job. He's no longer there, and neither am I. But still, he used to fucking make popcorn all the time, and all the sauces he always brought his own hot sauce with him every single time.
That sounds like a man who's prepared for anything.
Dude, you should see his backpack. His fucking backpack was filled with a bunch of food supplies that it is ridiculous.
He's like the Death Stranding of food.
Number 12 is Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid, the
By
gateway
Gary,
diabetes drink.
By the way, Gary, which flavor's better again?
No! We are not going to shut the fuck up. We are not going to.
Just said
We are not going over that.
we're not doing it.
Okay, sorry.
Orange is better. Moving on.
I want. You just said you're not gonna go over it. All of a sudden, you say we're not gonna.
All right, number 11 is Pop.
Plop.
Wait, tell you what, we say it like that.
It's called a soda.
No. Yeah, but here
We call them sodas around here.
Sodas, boy.
Gorilla.
It's called sodas.
Yeah, you gentlemen are not from Buffalo. That's why. It's called Pop here.
Buffalo.
It's funny, I had a friend from Minnesota who called it pop.
Then he's doing it right.
Oh, right, my ass.
In the desert in Arizona, we call them sarsaparilla. Now hurry up, partner, get me one, you son of a bitch.
All right, next up, number and speaking, if we're gonna be talking about Pop, I don't like the plastic bottles at all. I hate plastic bottles. I think it's unappealing, unattracting. I prefer glass. Oh, by the way, speaking of fart. Oh.
What was that?
I'm sad. Next up, number 10 is the Nerds candy.
Yes.
Yes. Oh yeah, yours was not bad.
When it comes to my story, it involves that Nerds candy. It's
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Number 9 is ice cream.
Ooh.
Nerds and surprises and airheads.
Number 8 is Jello.
Oh.
Number 7 is Planters cheddar cheese balls.
You walked into that one.
Planters cheese balls.
Cheese balls.
All right. Next up, number 6 is Pixie Sticks. The sugar.
Ah, the good shit.
Don't
good
snort
shit.
that shit. It will burn.
Cocaine in a can as a candy.
Next up, number 5 is Cosmic Brownies.
Cosmic.
You know,
I never found those.
brownie
I never really
straight
found
up.
those appetizing.
Oh no! Oh.
Nasty boy.
Ooh.
I thought he made a little bit of Ovaltine.
That's what I thought too.
Ooh. Number 4 is Hamburger Helper.
I love Hamburger Helper. I love it. Wait. Shh. What was that? What was that?
Nothing.
How can you not like double cheeseburger Hamburger Helper? It's so good.
Depends on how it's made.
Because I don't trust a glove to do my cooking.
Funny.
He's got it there.
What's that?
Did Gary just fart?
No, not
Oh my god!
That's
I
fucking
think you just
funny.
topped the game genie joke. I'm sorry, that's fucking. If you don't laugh at that, you get the fuck out of here.
All right, next up, number 3 is Bagel Bites.
I remember Bagel Bites.
Hell yeah, Bagel Bites.
I always. Jesus, dude.
Oh, that was burned! That
Burns.
It fucking burned my anal hole! Number 2 is Pizza Rules.
Wait. What are they called?
Pizza Rules.
Oh, I remember pizza. Pizza
Dude,
rules.
okay, I
Number
miss
one.
the buffalo chicken pizza rolls so much.
And number 1, Lucas can relate to the theme, funfetti cake.
It's amazing.
Hey,
Fun
Gary,
person.
when it comes to the pizza rolls, I know that's something you ain't gonna cook.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. Wah, wah.
Speaking of something that burns, like your fart, Gary.
Let's go ahead and get to the next list. Talk about my top 10 alcoholic beverages.
No, I'm not fat.
I am never cooking pizza ever again! Fuck pizza!
Fat Albert.
We'll
Yeah,
the fuck you at that point. Yeah,
You know what's really
go
funny
on
is I've
summertime.
had that Fat Albert thing stuck in my head all week now.
I did too.
Yeah, Bert's going to summertime.
Yeah, it's all I could think about it was just I had a really fucking wild week at work from people fucking yelling at me, and that's all I could think of was yeah, bitch.
Well,
Hold up, guys.
I brought that up.
What?
Bitch, shut your bitch ass mouth.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
Anyhow, so alcoholic
Okay.
beverages.
All right, number 10 is pina colada.
Do you like pina colada?
Yeah. All right, next up, number 9 is champagne or sparkling.
Ew, I'm sorry.
Fuck
Champagne tastes like shit.
Oh my.
I am not a
it
fan.
does.
Next up, vodka and orange juice.
Vodka.
I know a lot of people who like vodka. I've never tried it.
That vodka with orange juice or cranberry juice. Fuck
Number-
you, Gary. Cranberry juice is awesome.
Okay.
Number
I did.
7, ooh, Captain Morgan whiskey.
Captain
I-
Morgan.
Hey, Captain, you're in the chat.
Number 6 is margaritas.
Ooh.
With
Number-
or without salt.
Number
Depending on
5,
margaritas, depending on what they are, that's good.
Number 5. This was unfortunately my first cocktail I ever had. And I hated it. Sex on the beach.
That's not very good.
Really?
Huh. Ah!
Speaking of things that aren't very good,
Number
More like a dump on the beach.
Number
Yeah.
4 is
no dogs allowed.
Number 4.
Number 3 is red wine.
Oh,
red
fuck red
wine.
wine.
Thank you, Pepsi Man, for that.
Number 2 is rum and Coca-Cola.
I've
Are you
actually
a
had
pirate?
that.
Appeal to that.
I've actually had that. It's actually not bad.
I never got the appeal to it.
And number 1,
It's a thing.
it is. Now, number 1 is beer.
Oh,
Oh, give me a break.
fuck beer.
All right, let's get to my last topic. The top 10 best gambling games that you should play that help you succeed. Number 10 is Caribbean Stud Poker.
Bless you.
Caribbean stud
My old,
poker.
my old man played Caribbean Stud Poker once. You wouldn't believe how much he won.
I want a whole $2.
He won over almost 10 grand on
Holy
Caribbean Stud Poker.
10 grand.
Almost. It was $8,000 specifically. It was almost. Number 9 is 3-card poker. Now, 3-card poker, that is a game that'll get you big wins, but it all depends exactly how you play it and what
Well,
hands.
I mean, it's poker.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Spanish 21. Basically, Spanish 21, it's like blackjack, but the difference is there are no 10s involved in the deck, and there are certain choices that you can make. You can change your hand. You can have different numbers, different correlations. It's a couple different twists.
And if you
Number-
act up, if you act up, they'll call you pendejo.
Remember that movie, Cheeky Chong Next movie? He's like, that means a really good friend. They actually go into this yard with their van, and Chong's like, hey, Ben, how you doing? Everyone gets so pissed off. Hold up a second. Wait, Spanish 21. How can you get a 21 if there's no 10 cards? Like
Well-
blackjack wise.
Well, there's the king, queen, jack.
No, I thought you meant all 10 cards. I'm sorry.
Number 10 is not.
Oh, just the number 10 itself. Okay, that's interesting. All right.
Number 7 is Pi Go Poker. This one I have no.
Yeah.
I don't know much about. Number 6 is roulette, European roulette specifically.
Well, you pissed in the wheel. God damn it,
Number
Shane.
5 is one that I fucking hate: slot machines. I despise slot machines so much.
Despite
like
the fact that when you used it when I was around, you still managed to win.
I saw him do it. I fucking was so
I was
pissed.
there. I was there too.
Guess what?
I like video poker. God damn it, Gary.
Number 4 is Baccarat.
Baccarat is a fun game. I like Baccarat a lot.
I've never played.
Yeah, I can tell by your winnings in Vegas.
Sing.
Folks, every time I gamble, I fucking lose. I always do.
Yeah, no, I did the same thing. If you guys remember, I said, "Hey, here's $20. Watch what I'm about to do with it. I'm about to pull a magic trick. This shit's gonna disappear."
It's gonna disappear. It's like the pencil trick.
Exactly.
All right, number 3 is craps. Roll the dice. That is my old man's fucking special.
Shit, that's the free odds. The free odds bet. That's what it's called.
Oh, my camera's all blurry for some reason.
Yeah, it's out of focus for some reason.
Yeah,
Oh,
because you're
there we
fucking
go.
farting keeps.
Well, it's not my fault I'm gassy. That's my old man's special game. He's fucking amazing at it. All right, number 2 is video poker.
I love
Yeah,
video
yeah.
poker.
Let's
I
never
almost
get
got
out.
a royal flush on that once.
I
Nice.
never understood poker, no matter how many times I was taught it.
And you still suck. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I know.
Well,
no
I mean, you
shit.
never. I don't think you really had ever a want to play it, anyways. So.
Dude,
Yeah.
Ibarrabros. Dude, listen what he said. He goes, so Romy when it comes to gambling, so Romy becomes a pencil, his money gets erased.
Jeez,
Oh, that's fucking-
That is awesome.
that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
number 1 is my specialty, blackjack.
Hell
Which is
yeah.
funny because that's the house has the best odds in that game.
And yeah, I almost fucking broke the house when I played.
I
You're
think.
about to break your seat up your fucking pants. You keep shitting.
I was gonna say. I think one of the reasons why it might be on that list just because it's so easy to understand. It's like really easy to get into.
It is.
Oh, by the way, speaking of my shit in my pants.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
You notice that his mic isn't around anymore?
Yeah, I wonder why.
Austin.
Ah,
you got skipped.
It's vile, isn't it?
yes.
Yeah.
I feel like I can smell that shit from here.
I can feel it.
There's a
That's
disturbance in the force.
That's all my topics. Who wants to go?
Let's drop it.
Real quick,
Alright.
because I was looking around yesterday to continue filling up my Yakuza series
Mhm.
stuff here, because the remastered for 5 is supposed to come out today, I think.
Oh,
But I was
Didn't-
thinking, what's up?
Didn't one of them just end up on the greatest hit list or best selling hits for PlayStation?
Yes, I think that was 6.
That was 6. Okay.
Yeah, I just bought 6, by the way. I got the special edition for only fucking $17. I couldn't believe that. But anyways, I was actually looking for Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise, but they didn't have any, so I was like,
Oh.
I was a little sad. But I will say I did beat Kiwami last week, which was the remake of the first game. And fuck, dude. This game, this series, dude. It was just like how it was in Zero. Almost cried like a fucking bitch. that game, this series will tug at your fucking heartstrings, man. I'm not
Wow,
even joking.
you with games like Austin the Films.
I know.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Kiwami 2 is on PC, but it's like, I think it's like $25 right now, and I gotta watch my spending because I recently hit a milestone for myself when it comes to my savings, which is good, which is really good. But I have to keep that up. I can't lose track of the big goal that I have in mind.
Savings, huh? I guess Lucas was working after hours on that corner.
Oh,
Goddamn you motherfucker!
Listen, when I give the opportunities, they will not say no.
Yeah, I'm your best customer.
Indeed.
You're my favorite customer. You're my favorite
But yeah,
customer.
so Kiwami was really fucking good. I'm trying to catch up before 7 comes out here in the States. I don't know when 7's going to come out, but it will. It's going to take some time.
Yeah, I want to play a game that has it all in English. And
By the way, Shane, speaking of Yakuza, I got a buddy of mine right now who's in Japan. He's living there until next month. I asked him if he can get me a physical copy of the game.
Of which game?
Yakuza.
But which game? There's like...
The one you're recently playing.
You mean Kiwami?
Yes. I asked him if he can get me.
Okay, that's... Why would you want the Japanese version, though? You won't be able to read shit.
Well, experience.
Come on, it's scary. What do you expect?
I don't like Kiwi.
Oh, by the way, one more thing.
Well, then you wouldn't want to go to New Zealand, then. Jesus.
Oh no. The Butterburger.
You're a fucking Butterburger.
Sorry, that was funny.
So anyway, yeah, that's all I got on that end. I shall wait patiently so I can tell you about 10-cent Game Night. But
Tyler's just joined. He goes, I joined into that earth-shattering bomb.
What the fuck?
well, welcome to Fallout 5. That'll be your guide.
You speaking of that, you know what LukeNukem did? He took one of Gary's farts, and then when it was like one of those big ones.
Yeah.
It shows like an explosion that destroys the whole city.
Yeah, I know which one. He's done that quite often. It's pretty good. So, anyways, who's going next?
Well, I can go next if you want.
Well, okay, let's not waste time.
Okay then. All right. So, what's up? What's up, Gary? What's up?
I said no one cares what you have to say. Let's just move on to the next person.
Wow.
No.
Rockabye baby.
You know what?
Give me some
Hey,
lovin's tonight.
hey, Austin, don't worry. I have your back. You ready?
Yeah.
Hey, Gary, you and a particular photo and a fat penguin have something in common.
Don't you fucking bring that up.
That's right. You be nice to my boy Austin.
Don't ever bring that up.
Don't you ever mess with my boy Austin.
Well, that's normal, but
Normal.
it's a fucking private thing that's to be locked up.
No, you said no one cares. No, saying bad words to him is one thing. Saying no one cares is a whole different story.
Look, I can be open about a lot of things, but that alone is something that remains private.
Hey, Gary, play Action 52 again.
Oh, you know what? Just for that fucking nonsense. You know what? Bubble!
We should start nicknaming him Bubbles.
The Powerpuff Girl that farts.
Oh my god.
Well, they didn't specify what Chemical X was.
I think
Dude, that sounded like a fucking sewer monster.
I think the chili is ready.
Oh my god. Okay. So I just realized I do have a video game topic.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
So according to GameRanx, I have GameRanx's top 10 superhero games.
Ooh.
Number 10,
I have a feeling I know what number one's going to be in terms of GameRanx, like in terms of reviews wise. Okay, go ahead.
Number 10, X-Men Origins Wolverine, the game which is actually a damn good game over that fucking movie. To say the least.
That's quite interesting. Yeah, because the movie was Superman. Be quiet.
Oh gosh, we're on opposite day. Anyways, number 9, The Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, which
That's actually a fun game. It's the same people who did Prototype, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Similar playstyle. Ultimate. Yeah, that's a fun game.
Now, number 8 isn't necessarily a superhero game since it's not really a particular superhero, but Infamous 2. See, not particularly associated with superheroes, but you do have superpowers. So
Yeah, to a
It's a
certain
fun game.
extent. It's not a licensed superhero
no,
game.
it's
okay.
not licensed. Number 7, Captain America and the Avengers, which I've never played, but it looked like a lot of fun. 6, this might cause a lot of but Deadpool, it's a lot of fun.
I don't remember the Deadpool game.
It came out a couple of years ago. It was with Nolan North voice Deadpool.
Does Marvel vs. Capcom count?
Somewhat in a way, but I'll get to that.
I
something else in a
wouldn't
little bit.
necessarily call it a superhero game. It'd be more like
It's more fighting. Yeah.
yeah, it's more fighting. game.
Number 5, Spider-Man 2, the movie game, which is actually the best Spider-Man game besides another particular one. Number 4, Injustice 2.
What the fuck, Gary?
Let him finish.
Exactly. Number 4, Injustice 2, to which Shane turned me on to the Injustice games, to which thank you, sir.
Quite welcome.
Number 3, Spider-Man PS4, which is, I think, one of the best PlayStation 4 exclusives.
That's what I've heard. It's really fucking good.
You haven't played You haven't played it, Shane?
No, because I'm broke.
Dude, get the game when you can. It's fucking awesome. It was actually
give me $60 to work with, and we'll talk.
Right. By the way, fun fact.
That's what you charge an hour.
Oh god. Yeah. Fun fact: Spider-Man PS4 was actually my first Putnam trophy I got. Number 2.
Wait.
Would you be quiet, Romy?
Your friend.
I know what you're gonna fucking say too.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't make as many platinums as you do.
30.
You be quiet.
Wow.
Number. Give it, Shane. All right, number 9. I can see with this.
Wait, number 9.
Sorry, number 2. Sorry, number 2.
Wait. What did you get? 9. Today I fucked up. 9 to 2.
Okay, number 2. This goes back to my childhood. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2.
I think I know what number 1 is, and I hope it is.
Batman Arkham City.
And that to me is the greatest licensed game of all time.
I agree.
And guess what?
Fucking good.
I platinumed that game too.
Wow.
Okay, would you shut the fuck up?
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Fuck, Commander Butt Rumble.
Ew.
Superman, Jesus. Superman 64 was robbed.
64. Fuck that.
Oh my God, Owen, you're missing out. That's one of the greatest. It's in my 10 best games of this decade. Of last decade.
Arkham City is.
That is phenomenal. That should have won Game of the Year, not Skyrim. God damn it.
What do you have against
Motherfucker,
Skyrim?
you heard me.
What do you have against Skyrim?
Oh, what? That Glitchy Fest?
My thoughts on K-pop.
Skyrim is a damn masterpiece of a game.
Not
It's one
better
of the
than-
greatest games of all time.
Not better than Arkham City.
I think I should put more hours in this.
Bullshit. I put more hours in Arkham.
Well, fuck you.
Superman 64 is the best.
If
Super games.
you gentlemen stop arguing last, the one who behaves the most gets the cinnamon bun.
I'll behave.
Wait. That looks like a jelly donut.
No, it's a cinnamon bun. It's just cut in half. I shared it with my...
Well, with all the fucking farting you've been doing, I don't even want to touch that. Oh, no.
Gary, your camera was way out of focus. And now I know why.
It can't just be like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, your camera's just like, just please let me die. Just let me die.
Webcam now because there's a...
All right, so my next topic I have a review for Birds of Prey. This is the next film of the DCEU, and it's the first film to have Harley Quinn as the main character. So I won't give too much away for spoilers, but all I'm going to say is that it takes place after the events of Suicide Squad. If you guys have seen the trailers...
Tyler says, I used to be in an adventure like you, but then I took an arrow to the knee.
I have cinnamon buns. Oh, Lisa, can I have some cinnamon buns? I want some cinnamon buns.
I love Cinnabons.
Cinnabon itself is amazing. But anyways,
I know what cinnamon bun he's talking about.
Okay, so Birds of Prey, basically, if you guys have seen the trailer, it's revealed that Harley Quinn and the Joker are broken up. And
I would too after that performance.
Yeah, no kidding. And so basically, in a way, Harley Quinn sends a big fuck you to the Joker afterwards, and as a result, basically all the biggest and baddest bad guys in Gotham want to kill Harley Quinn. And at the same time, she gathers the other Birds of Prey, Cassandra Cain, Black Canary, and also Raymond Montoya to basically stick together to defeat Black Mask, who's portrayed by
Black Mass.
who's portrayed by Ewan McGregor. Now, I wasn't too looking forward to this film, but after hearing the early praise, I thought, okay. And I can say this, Romy, I'm going to use it to remind, I had a blast with this damn movie, to say the least.
Hold on, Austin. I gotta tell you right now. I don't think you should have watched this movie. I'll tell you exactly why. You should have only watched it if it was related to the Oscars.
Jeez,
Zing!
man.
I love. Hey, Gary.
Especially if you want best makeup and hairstyling, right?
Wait, Lisa, Captain says, I want to slap Gary's cinnamon buns.
Oh my god.
Honey, that's not cinnamon nor sugar.
It ain't sweet either.
Oh
It's
my
like a sour.
god.
I'm gonna tell you right now, as a gentleman, a Scorpio gentleman, I take those types of remarks very seriously in a very different manner. That's all I'm gonna say.
She's
Go ahead.
also Scorpio too, GareBear.
Oh boy.
Scorpio too cool.
I didn't realize Scorpio and gentleman could be put in the same sentence.
Yeah, I know, right? But
Shay, be quiet. God damn it.
Romy's okay. You're like, shut the fuck up, please. Anyway, so
No, I'm a
This
fish. You
movie-
should fuck off.
God damn it, shit. Okay, so anyway, so Birds of Prey is a ton of fun. Margot Robbie absolutely nails it as Harley Quinn. I was convinced. I mean, she was the best part about Suicide Squad, if you ask me. And this movie, I think, thoroughly proves that she was born to play the role of Harley Quinn, much like Ryan Reynolds was born to play the role of Deadpool. Don't fucking interrupt me, asshole. Anyways, and also Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. It's a ton of fun. It's actually, a lot of the action is done by the director of John Wick, which explains why it looks so good. It's a beautiful looking film. The soundtrack kicks ass, and I'd give that film a 4 out of 5. It's a ton of fun. It doesn't matter if the Joker is not involved in it. Harley Quinn can stand on her own, and she kicks some damn ass. That's for certain.
Like I said, Austin, you shouldn't have seen it because it's not Oscar related.
Oh,
So
I know.
I'm ashamed.
So I have a story to tell when it comes to this movie, and you mentioned.
Munchies.
You should move yourself. Gary?
Oh, did you gas yourself? You fucking goober.
Okay, what in the fuck is going on?
He
Gary,
gassed
fuck.
himself.
He gave himself a Dutch oven?
Yep.
Oh my god. Holy fuck.
That's retarded Bane.
Yes, brother.
God. Oh, I was born in darkness. Oh my god.
I was
Anyway,
born in the
so-
gas, molded by it. It's really smelly.
I didn't breathe fresh air until I was already a man.
Oh my god. Alright, so I have a story to tell when it comes to Birds of Prey, Munchies, and Nerds. So let me explain this. Alright, so when I was on the way to the screening of the film, someone knew
What did you fucking do? Anyways, Austin, yes.
Timber!
before I was so really interrupted again, God, the next time he does a topic, I'm going to interrupt his ass. next
Gary
time.
made liquid mush.
Oh, of course
So-
we did.
On the way down to the screening, a buddy of mine stated that he was given some Nerds Rope edibles.
Oh.
And I said to him, "You lucky bastard." He said, "I will share some with you." And I said, "Oh, really?" So we shared half and half, right? And the edibles had a one. What the fuck? They had a 1 hour activation. So as a result, we went to the concessions. We bought a large popcorn. I got some cherry Coke and some cookie dough bites, which, by the way, God, those things are fucking amazing.
They are, but I wish they didn't cost an arm and a leg at a freaking movie
Yeah, no
place,
kidding.
honestly.
You might as well just go to a convenience store, or just a gas station, and buy them for like $1 and sneak them in. You might
That's
as
what
well
I
do
always
that.
do.
That's what I always do. I ain't
Oh, yeah.
afraid to admit it.
One- So what happened was that I think about 5 minutes in, I started to feel them kick in, right?
These
And
edibles ain't shit.
and now here's the thing. God
Yes.
damn it, Shay. You asshole.
Hey,
famous last words.
Hey,
Yeah,
Austin.
yes,
Hey,
sir.
Austin, when you were talking to your buddy, were you like, I said, I like the Quaaludes from Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah, the Quaaludes.
Get off the phone.
Oh my
Get
God.
off the phone.
I just remember seeing this video of an old guy talking about Quaaludes. It's the funniest fucking thing ever. But
Oh my God, yeah.
it was like some Boston dude, I think. But anyways, please continue.
What the fuck?
So, am I allowed to keep going?
Yes.
No, hold on. Tell me if you can hear this. I'm going to turn up my audio. Here we go. Listen.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, Gary, you gotta make me fucking gag hearing that stuff. But anyways, so right when the movie kicked in, I'm not joking with you guys, I was greeted by those yellow color palettes, and man, did those motherfuckers kick in at that point. And let me tell you right now, seeing that film, I mean, my friend, Shane, you know me. When I used to smoke with Cody, it had been a pretty long time since I'd actually. And by the way, this was the very first edible I'd ever had. So.
Oh, okay. So, because yeah, when the last time I saw, or was even in the same room as you when that popped off, I remember you were damn near about to fucking puke from laughing so hard.
I'm just doing a show. What's up?
And the thing is that I will fully admit I was not helping. I will fully admit to that.
Alright, no worries. Okay. Sorry about
Because
that.
all I was doing was making throw up sounds at him, and he was just fucking dying. Yeah, just all the time. I was like,
Sorry about that. My dad was just coming to tell me that I have to probably get my own dinner tonight. So what happened was that I'm not joking. I'm so glad I had those cookie dough bites, the popcorn, and the soda because holy shit. And let me just say, that film, watching in that state, that was one of the best experiences of my life, to say the least.
wow, impressive.
I mean, again, it was the first time I ever had one of those things because when I was with Cody, I'd do it like at least once or twice a week, and my first time on that stuff, oh boy.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about edibles you have to be really careful about, because that joke that I said when edibles ain't shit, it really is famous last words, because
oh yeah.
Oh, dude, like, if you have way too much, it's like, you feel like you're gonna fucking die.
I actually did not feel that way, but all I know is that the moment I saw the yellow colors, dude, my eyes just went...
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like, it's one of those things you gotta be really careful about. Now, sometimes,
That's a photo right there.
You also have to be, like I said, you have to be very careful about it, but also the fact... Wait, what?
Okay, Gary's shitting his guts on the toilet, and here comes his dad, walks in.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm saying shit right now.
His dad was playing the temple guard.
Oh, God.
What happened? Oh, Owen, just back it up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Back it up
anyways,
just a tad bit.
But so, by the way, I did see Birds of Prey for the second time just to see if I would feel the same way without the feeling, and I still enjoyed the shit out of it nonetheless.
Oh, good. Okay.
But yeah, Birds of Prey itself was great, and oh my god, that was a hell of a time with an edible, to say the least. Now I have a couple of Blu-ray pickups. I have a Blu-ray pickup and I have 2 4Ks. Yes, Romy. So
Oh,
first,
shit. Hold on.
get your shots. I know. So the first Blu-ray pickup I have is for a film called Waves. It's directed by the guy who did It Comes at Night, which I love. You be quiet.
Garbage movie.
You be quiet, sir. So it goes back to the dramas, and let me say this film hits hard. Acting in it is great, and it goes from, let me say this, from how it goes from the first half to the second half, Didn't see it coming at all. It's a very good film. However, apparently people were polarized by it. Don't know why, because it actually has a plot.
I was just saying, Cousin of Night doesn't even have a fucking plot.
No, it's very no. Even I can admit it's a very thin plot.
There's no plot. It's just a concept.
Next one up is, if you ask me, one of the most underrated films of the last decade. It's a good Scorsese flick, Shutter Island.
Shutter is really good.
This in 4K, I will say this. Does it look better? In some ways, yes. In some ways, it doesn't. It looks honestly the exact same. But I will say this is the Steelbook edition. This is a damn cool Steelbook.
That's a really neat art piece.
Yeah, you're telling me. And the next one up is my favorite horror film of last year, Doctor Sleep in 4K.
Good movie.
The colors in this film pop so much, and hearing the score in this film, especially when they go back to the Overlook Hotel in the third act, still gives me goosebumps hearing it. If you're a fan of The Shining, watch this movie. If you love Mike Flanagan's movies, especially, watch this movie. It's just a brilliant horror film. I know some people say that the first act is a bit slow.
I agree.
But I didn't mind it. I honestly was engaged throughout the entire film. It's a brilliant fucking horror flick to say.
Better than Midsommar.
Oh, that's not even a question.
I got shit, dude.
You don't say, GareBear.
Yeah, it's like, oh
You
my
came in my
god.
room, interrupted me. I was pooping.
And that is all I've. Oh,
He's
yeah,
just
also
making sure
next
he
thing-
didn't fall in.
Yeah, exactly.
He goes scuba diving.
And my last topic is I have an update on the Next Generation Film Awards. So, if you guys have not seen Mothman's and I's videos, the nominations were announced not too long ago. What the hell, Gary?
Just don't
I'm not even gonna put much.
just don't mind it.
response
Just please go on.
Go
to it.
on.
So, I don't know if you heard that. Probably not, because it was weak. So I have right here for my video the nominations for the Next Generation Film Awards, in case if you guys have not seen the nominees yet. So these are only half of them from my channel. That if you want to see their ones like Breakthrough Actor, Best Director, Best Actress, Best Comedy, that's on the Mothman Jones channel. But I will quickly go through the categories for my video. There's 11 categories, starting with Breakthrough Actress. Ana de Armas, Kylie Curran, Julia Fox, which I didn't expect at all from Uncut Gems, Thomasin McKenzie, and Florence Pugh, who I think is the winner.
Florence Pugh is the winner.
Best score / soundtrack is 1917, Avengers Endgame,
That was my pick.
Joker, which is my pick, Rocketman, and Uncut Gems. Most disappointing film, Ad Astra, which is another movie.
Fuck that movie.
Yep. Dark Phoenix, Godzilla King of the Monsters, Men in Black International, and then Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Best sequel, we have Avengers Endgame, Doctor Sleep, How to Train Your Dragon 3, John Wick 3, sorry Gary, and Toy Story 4. For best action scene, we have the sequence in 1917 when the soldier is running through the town at night when he's about to jump into the river sequence. Avengers Assemble and Avengers Endgame, which come on, let's be real, that's gonna win.
It better win.
The knife fight sequence from John Wick Chapter 3, the carnival fight sequence from Shazam, and the first time that Peter sees the illusions in Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh, that was awesome.
Best horror film.
Anybody who votes for Midsommar, I'm sorry. I don't
Okay.
get you.
Anyways, Doctor
I'm sorry.
Sleep, which is my pick. The Lighthouse.
All right.
Midsummer.
Fuck you. That movie
And-
is a goddamn disgrace.
Ready or Not.
That movie sucks.
Would you prefer that or Midsummer, though?
Oh, I'm ready or not easily.
There you go. And
Come
then
on.
Us. And then Best Original Screenplay, Knives Out, Marriage Story,
Fuck
Once Upon a
off.
Time in Hollywood, Parasite, which is my pick, and then Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems was my pick.
Best Supporting Actress. There's only one pick in you that you do not like, Romy, and that's Laura Dern from Marriage Story.
Yep. I have a feeling she's gonna win too. I'm sorry. To me, she's like this year's Anna Taylor-Joy. I'll go that fucking far. You
be
goddamn
quiet.
right.
Anya Taylor-Joy is a phenomenal actress.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Quiet. Scarlett Johansson from Jojo Rabbit, Jennifer Lopez from Hustlers,
That's my pick.
Thomas and Mackenzie from Jojo Rabbit, and then
I love
Florence
her.
Pugh from Little Women.
She was the best thing about the movie.
Oh, I agree. Best Actor. This is the most different from the Oscars. Christian Bale from Ford vs. Ferrari.
I love that pick. Gary, what are you doing with your fucking trash can?
She. Oh,
What the hell? Adam Driver from Marriage Story, which I wouldn't have put in there personally. Taron Egerton from Rocket Man.
Mm-hmm.
Joaquin Phoenix from Joker, and then Adam Sandler from Uncut Gems.
Yeah, we're not going to nominate him because of his track record, but no, we'll give Pedophiles an Oscar and Peter Farrelly 2 Oscars.
Yeah, so to the Oscars, we at the Next Generation Film Awards, we nominate for performances, not for track record or brand name. Ha.
Oh, how do you explain Ben Affleck?
Oh yeah, that's so true.
Mm-hmm.
How did he win Best Picture for Argo after the shitty string of movies that he was in beforehand?
And they snubbed him for best director.
That's a damn shame.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, shit stain of the year. The elephant in the room. After, The Beach Bum,
Bum ass.
Cats, The Haunting
Meow.
of Sharon Tate. What the hell, Gary? And Hellboy. And then we have Best Picture, which here are the nominees for Best Picture. 1917.
Good.
Avengers Endgame.
I hope it wins.
Ford vs. Ferrari.
I hope that wins.
How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Yeah.
The Irishman, which is a very good movie.
Right.
Joker.
Good.
Knives Out.
Good.
The one movie I would have replaced with a different one, Marriage Story.
Marriage boring.
Parasite, which won the Oscar.
Parasite's a phenomenal film.
And then Uncut Gems. Now, I will tell you this, guys, right now. I'm going to put the link below. The link to vote for Best Picture, I'm going to put it right below. Just give me one moment. If you guys would like to vote for Best Picture, I'm about to leave the link below. The poll will be up until March 15th. So, if you guys would like to vote, give me one moment. Where the hell is it? There we go. Here is the link to vote for Best Picture for Next Gen. Because here's the thing, everyone can vote for this. Everyone can vote. Anyone and everyone can vote. So
So they're like the Razzie Awards.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep, everyone can win. Now now to my final topic, which is the Oscars recap. I'll go through these things quickly.
23.6 million.
Yeah, I know, right?
I love it.
So this year's Oscars were pretty predictable for the most part. I kind of predicted every single winner, minus one particular winner. Parasite taking away 4 Oscars.
No, that's not the one that pissed. No, well, okay. Best visual effects.
Oh,
They
yeah.
fucked over the Avengers again.
Yep,
I'm sorry. The Oscars are fucking biased.
they really are.
Try to convince me otherwise.
I mean, don't
Unlike,
get me wrong.
you know, Oscar Wiener.
I mean, don't get me wrong. 1917 had pretty seamless effects. Do not.
But
get me
that's not a
wrong
visual
there.
effects movie
No,
like
well-
Avengers Endgame is.
Well, I will say this: most of the visual effects come to a point where they have to stitch together all those shots for a continuous take from them. For the most part, I couldn't. Tell
That's editing.
Well, here's the thing: they edit, but they stitch together the shots via CGI. Romy, how do you think they did in Children of Men?
But still,
Yeah.
it's not a visual effects movie like Endgame is on a massive
I know.
scale.
I was about to say yes. I do agree with you. I do think that I do think that the level of visual effects in Endgame are far more complicated than 1917. Far more complicated. And by the way, the shot of Robert Downey Jr. When he has the gauntlet on him,
That was
according
done
to-
after.
Oh no, like not the effects, not the line, but that was one of the last shots that the visual effects companies delivered.
No, because remember, he had to come back and reshoot that.
And not just that, but the when he was sitting down after the effect and all that makeup on him, that was all CGI, by the way. That was
Wait, there
no
were people
makeup.
that are getting pissed at Toy Story 4. It was the best fucking anime movie last year. What
I
the fuck they
agree.
talking about?
Yeah, people are mad that Toy Story 4 went over How to Train Your Dragon 3.
It didn't matter which one won out of the two, to be honest with you. I thought
Um,
Toy Story 4 was better. And that's saying a lot for me, being a dragon
Yeah,
nut
I
hugger.
agree.
Yeah,
Even
that's
though
true.
that How to Train Your Dragon 3 was nominated for Best Picture, to which, hey, I can't complain about that. Either that or Toy Story 4, guys, just to let you know, missed getting in by like 2 points. So it came close. Best director went to Bong Joon-ho, to which I will say
no.
I would have preferred Sam Mendes, but at the same time, I can't deny that Bong Joon-ho directed a hell of a movie with Parasite.
He did, but no, that was Sam Mendes' award.
Oh no, like how Sam Mendes directed that film is an achievement alone.
Yes.
But I got to congratulate Bong Joon-ho because Parasite's a phenomenal film, nonetheless.
It should have won Best Production Design too.
Oh, for Parasite, I do agree.
No, 1917 should have won Best Production Design.
I forgot what did. Oh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Fuck off.
Hey, as much as you do not like that film, that movie has tremendous production design to it. How they transformed Los Angeles back into the 60s. Dude, that must have taken hours and hours of work to do that. But anyways, and it pulled the biggest surprise by having Parasite winning Best Picture, the first ever foreign language film to win the Oscar. Which, hey, everyone, the roars from the audience alone, I wasn't expecting it. I thought that 1917 was going to win. I thought that was the lock, but no, they pulled an upset. And by the way,
I'm happy that it won.
Oh, same. I'm happy as well. It was a great film. It was phenomenal. I'll say that word again. And actually, when Bong Joon-ho won Best Director, he said, "I'm gonna drink myself into the morning. Goodbye, guys."
You know what he said in an interview with Entertainment Tonight?
Mm-hmm.
This was great.
Mm-hmm.
He goes like, "What goes in your mind about creating something like Parasite, which is crazy but so good and everything?" You know what he says? He goes, "Well, I'm a fucking weirdo."
Here's another funny thing. Someone had an interview with him because there's that rock that supposedly brought them good luck in the movie, and this lady's like, "So what's the importance behind the rock?" And he said, "Oh, it's just a rock."
He's just a rock.
That man is so great.
Oh,
Bong
God,
Joon, and that's in a lot because I'm not a big fan of some of his other movies. I'm a fan. I like The Host. That's a monster movie.
I need to continue watching The Host. When I saw that was great.
I hated fucking Snowpiercer. I
love Snowpiercer.
I know. I hated Oksha. I hated those two movies with a passion. Gary, why do you look like a fucking zombie?
Yeah, wait. He looks like he's in a comatose.
Probably because his dad walked into when he was pitching a loaf.
You know what he did afterwards?
What?
He was getting the garbage all set. He took my can. He just fucking threw it at me. He was like this.
I love your pops.
It's for real.
I looked at him like, what the hell, dude?
But no, I mean the Oscars were predictable for the most part. I pretty much I knew that Laura Dern was gonna win. We all knew that Joker was gonna win. We knew that Judy. We knew that Renee Zellweger was gonna win, even though that no one saw Judy.
That movie's Oscar bait.
Oh, from what I heard, yeah.
No, it is. It really is.
I will say though, Jojo Rabbit, I did not think was gonna win. I did not think it was gonna win Best Adapted Screenplay.
I love it that it won
Same.
over Tarantino.
Dude, I'm Taika Waititi, man. That guy's
a gem. He's a fucking gem.
He really is a gem.
Yeah, he has a movie coming out later this year, and it's a sports comedy. Cannot wait
Oh.
to see it. And after they Thor: Love and Thunder, bring it on. But that's all my topics. Just a quick recap. We accepted it besides Parasite winning, so congrats, Parasite. If you guys have not seen it, watch Parasite. It's so damn.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
So who is?
Well,
I guess we can. What time is that?
it's an hour 23 in. We have plenty.
Let's play a game.
Yeah,
Want to play a game?
Yeah, we'll do that. Because the thing I have might take some time.
Mm-hmm.
So just.
Let's play a game, shall we? Let's play. Which one to play? Survey says with the Google.
Oh, by the way, one more thing I forgot to mention. I just want to say really quick, the fact that they had Zach Gottsagen from Peanut Butter Falcon presenting an award with Shia LaBeouf, that was heartwarming to say the least. I need to see that movie too, Peanut Butter Falcon.
Here we go.
I just want to bring that up. Sorry.
Let's play the Google it. This is how it works. All these questions are number based. Means that the answers I'm going to be receiving are all numbers. Okay?
Okay.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Like a creepy pedophile neighbor. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just doing my impersonation of Roman Polanski. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Well, then again, the Oscars think it's okay to give a pedophile an award. Gee, I wonder why he wasn't there. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you a question. Okay, here we go. A lot of people, when they go to bed, sleep with an object that brings them comfort, like a teddy bear or something of that nature. This crazy thing is adults do it as well. In America, name the percentage of adults that still sleep with a comforting object.
You know, I'm actually one of those people who falls under that, but I'm not going to bring up the reasons because it's quite sad. So
I know,
Yeah, I know,
GareBear.
Boo-Boo, I know.
Go ahead and type it in the private. And yes, folks, you can play along as well. Go ahead and type
I've
it in.
never done this before, so.
Oh, GareBear. Well, my dick is big. I don't know if that counts as it. Well, then again, I am a teddy bear, so.
You can snuggle yourself.
oh,
But I have to put you in the dryer every week.
Oh my god.
OxyClean. Okay. All right. Here we go. Austin gets 65%. GareBear says, "Wow, 94% of everybody."
yeah,
And Shano says 40. Shano gets the point. The answer, 33%.
Aw,
Good work.
Woo! Hot diggity daffodil.
Okay. The average American generates a lot of garbage. Speaking of garbage, Gary, throwing his garbage bin around. What is the average American weight Americans generate the amount of trash each day?
Oh god. The amount of weight you say?
The average American generates nearly how many pounds of trash each day?
I am going
yeah, let's go average.
Oh my god, Gary.
What?
300 pounds?
That's a lot of
300 pounds? 300 pounds a day?
Oh, I thought we were doing percentages out of 100.
I said how many pounds?
You know what? I'm just gonna do this just to see. This is the fat fuck's weight rate here. I'm just doing it.
Wow.
100 pounds? I'm like maybe 30% of that.
You really want me to give you the real? I'll give you a real percentage. Here's my real answer.
It's not. That's not a percentage, you dumb shit.
I thought we were still doing percentages.
No, who gets rid of 70 pounds of trash a day?
I'm sure there's a lot of fat fucks out there who love to eat.
You would be surprised.
The answer, Shane, did you? Okay, wait. Shane says 3. The answer is 4.5 pounds.
Oh god, I was
But Austin was the closest, so
Why does Austin get the point? I should get the point.
why do you get the
below
point?
you.
Because I made a funny, that's why.
Yeah, funny ass. That's how much your
Wow.
ass weighs.
Listen to this entitlement right here.
Yeah, because I made a funny.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh shit. Just like Lucas and I, our reading level isn't beyond or isn't above a 3rd grade reading level. How many millions of Americans or you as adults cannot read above a 3rd grade reading level?
Oh god, this is pathetic.
What, hold on. What? So what are we measuring in percentage?
No, how many millions of people?
Oh,
so
millions.
cannot. So you say cannot go above a 3rd grade.
No,
level.
more than how many millions of U.S. adults
Got it.
cannot read above a 3rd grade level? Sorry, Lucas, it's true.
I'm about to type a really sad answer, but I feel like it's true because damn, it's just...
I don't know.
Welcome to Florida. It has illiteracy.
The intelligence that people have these days is
Dear
fucking-
diary, I wish I could read.
That's like my favorite fucking thing to say.
Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Jane says 8 million, Austin says 7.5, and Gary says 4.4. The answer, 36 million.
So did I win?
Wow, we are so optimistic.
So Shane gets the point.
We are so optimistic.
Oh
I'm okay with Shane.
God.
Wait.
Wait, does porn count?
That you do not read those for the articles.
Well, I can't read them anyway. They're stuck together.
God.
You can't laugh at that, Gary. I see you. I see you smirking up there laughing. You giggly neon white little shit. Okay. Okay. This is interesting. Everybody loves ice cream. I know Lucas does. He always breaks out of it.
Ice cream's my favorite.
I know Lucas does. Every time he hears it, he busts through his fucking wall like the Kool-Aid man,
Ice cream
chasing
is
after the
amazing,
goddamn
sir.
truck like a dog against the post office.
He's wearing fucking Scooby-Doo underwear.
He's running in his flip-flops.
Scooby-Doo underwear.
Oh man, that is pure Florida man right there.
The average American loves its ice cream. The average American eats nearly how many pounds of ice cream per year?
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say per day. I was like, Jesus.
Oh, per day? No, if you eat like a pound of ice cream per day, yeah, that's called I'm Wilford Brimley.
Oh
Okay,
my
so
god.
per year, you saying?
When I say diabetes, call Liberty.
Every
I
time I
don't
think of
know.
that,
Okay, so how many pounds per?
how many pounds of ice cream per year does the average American eat?
Oh fuck.
I don't know.
Probably too much.
I don't know.
That's probably a bit too much.
I eat fucking ice cream almost all the time, and look how bloated I became.
Yeah, I know. You look like a fucking capital B.
Dude, your stomach might as well be a speeding bump.
It's not a speed bump. It's a shelf. There you go.
Dude, they can use the inside of your gut as a half pipe.
Oh,
Okay, you know, we don't look like a fucking beanbag. So there you go.
Okay. Ooh, hold up a second.
Yes.
Okay. Gary says 3, Austin gets 6, Shane gets 20. The answer is 13 pounds. So Austin and Shane are 7 pounds away.
oh.
Give
my
it to Shane because he's closer.
No. Austin and Shane are exactly the same in terms of like, because it's 7.
Yeah,
It's
we're
7
exactly the
So you both get the point.
No, give Shane
same. Aw,
the
yeah.
more.
Shut the fuck up, Gary.
There is a strong amount of
Gary
bias
just
in this.
doesn't like me.
This guy, give it.
Yeah, I just think that there's just a lot of hostility here.
Yeah, no kidding. God.
That's okay.
So
It's-
don't worry,
it's
Gary,
okay.
tonight.
Okay. Do you know what a robocall is?
Wait, a Rubik's cube? What?
Oh my god. Next one. I'm moving on. Jesus.
Someone had to fucking ruin it.
That was short lived.
Okay, this is percentage.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of physical activity, Gary,
Yeah.
there's a few amount. Lucas too. There's a few amount of American adults that meet the U.S. guidelines for physical activity.
Yeah, you can relate to that.
Motherfucker, you! Look at this! Look at this! Look at ready?
Yeah,
Boom!
fucking sleeping 26 hours a day.
Wait a minute.
Wait, what? What was that, Gary?
Wait a minute.
Fucking sleeping 26 hours a day.
So it's 24
And
hours
Gary,
a day,
this
just saying.
Gary, I bet you this is the same character of Gary that thinks there's 28 letters in the alphabet.
No,
All right, just think.
no, it's 29. Get it
No,
right.
I'm sorry. Sorry, 29.
Fucking get it.
Gary's got you there.
I think it's a prime number. You know what, Captain? You're right. She goes, I hope Shane wins this. He's the only smart one here. I was like, no, it's true.
Yeah, no kidding.
This is why we never get nice things.
Okay, what is the percentage of American adults that actually meet the guidelines for physical therapy?
Oh God.
Wait, physical therapy or you mean physical health?
Yeah, that's probably not a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry, physical activity. I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me.
You're welcome.
That's probably not a lot.
Jesus.
Percentage. Of
Dude, you know what it reminds me? I was playing Bioshock, and you know what cracks me up every
Are
time?
you playing Boggle?
Shock, you dumb shit!
Oh my God.
And you know how you go around and you can hear people
Biocock,
talking?
Mhm.
And there's this one guy, every time he says it, he goes, Jesus loves me,
Yes.
this I know, for the Bible tells me.
Yeah. I don't know what you're
I
talking
can never
about.
say that, it makes me laugh.
Especially when you go behind him and you go Sonic, the sonic boom, and then you just make him fly forwards. It's
Austin
always the
says
best.
40, Gary says 57, Shane says 45. No. Austin gets the point.
What is
Hold on a
that?
second. Hold on a second. Give me a second here.
Why does that butt fuck get the point? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Why are
You
you?
know what, Gary? You know what?
Maybe
What?
do you think maybe that Awesome deserves nice things too?
No.
Wow.
I could be
I
really
want to be
mean.
just as sad as I am. So there
You know, Gary, I could be very mean.
Yeah, I can be mean. I can be mean too, you motherfucker.
You're always mean.
Yeah, you're always mean.
Yeah,
See what I mean here?
yeah. That's what I do. For
You guys seeing this shit?
No.
What the hell?
Yes.
See, I could be mean to you right now, Gary, but I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna be mean to me.
No, I'm not.
He's above
Because-
that.
Because
He's
I
above
like
the
being
influence.
nice.
You're gonna be about being nice. That's not very nice at all.
See,
Fucking
see to Costa's in the chat. Thank you,
Oh.
Constance. Love you too.
Nah, that's not Constance.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
If it was Constance, then it'd be a different story. I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna do it.
Who's Romy yelling at? Probably his mom.
Probably.
Even Jim Soup says, "Say you're sorry."
No, I don't want to say I'm sorry. I wouldn't just worry about that, folks.
Yeah, don't worry about it. The matter should be over with soon. I hope.
Uh-huh.
You're ooh,
Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
motherfucker.
What?
Nice.
Bah. Bah.
Okay, sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah, don't.
Gary was being very mean to me.
He was being a little
I
sourpuss.
was being a fucking angel. What do you expect?
Oh,
What?
poor shit.
I was being an angel.
Guys,
Poor
say in the
shit.
chat, was Gary being mean or was it being an angel?
No, don't ask people.
No, I need my witnesses. I need my proof.
I wasn't being mean. I was being a dickhead.
No, you were being such an ass.
Sorry about that, folks. I was dealing with a certain
ice-
individual.
As one certain actor says, an ice hole. Ice hole.
Mm.
Yeah, like I said, folks, don't worry about that. I just
No worries.
got rudely interrupted, and
Yeah.
no, it's not by someone. I'm just not even gonna bring it up. So
Being a dickhead. What do you think being a dickhead is, Gary?
Yeah, that's what I do for a living. I'm being a dickhead.
It's called that's being mean.
Yeah, exactly.
See,
okay,
I'm an angel.
Anyways,
Yes, please continue.
okay, sorry about that. Let me see. Okay, American adults will experience a mental illness during their lifetime.
what was the percentage though, Romy, at the last one? Because you didn't say it.
Oh, it was 25. So Shane gets the point.
Oh,
I thought I
yeah.
got the point. I thought I got the point because I was the lowest one.
Yeah, like I said, folks, don't even bother with what was going on. Nearly half of American adults. Oh, I just gave it away. Jesus, I'm sorry, dude. That subject,
I thought I was stupid.
that individual pissed me off to no end.
How about next clue?
Okay.
Let's just go to the next one. Yeah.
Let's get to the next clue.
Okay. On the average day, how many % of American men do housework?
Oh God.
That's probably not a lot.
We're men. We
No.
don't like to clean anything because we're men.
I'm gonna say a low number. When we're playing Quad Sharks now, I'm gonna say this. Oh,
God.
Okay.
I can get this point. Fucking play prices right now with all these percentages.
I'm being an optimist.
Yeah.
Well, you might be right, Shane. If it was women, the average man, only 19%.
Oh my god. That is so much lower than I thought.
Wow.
That's right. I get the point.
Like I said, I'm an optimist there.
We are some lazy fuckers.
I can see
Yeah,
that.
seriously.
that.
Men.
We
Like-
are a man.
Becky, shut
Forget their underwear. Just
second. Like, shut the fuck up.
SpongeBob. Oh my god.
Amazing.
Oh, I'm just trying
Okay,
to.
I don't consider you gentlemen this fucking meme. You're gonna love this.
Mm-hmm.
You're a meme.
I know I'm a meme.
You're a Mimi.
No, you tell me gonna love this. Really, you really gonna love this.
Oh
This is
God.
fucking awesome.
Uh-huh.
So we got here.
You don't. I think it's fucking. I thought this is fucking.
Oh my God. That's awesome. I love that.
It is awesome. I'm not gonna lie. All right, what's the next one we got here?
Bring on that damn game already.
We better do what? Let's go. Actually, let's move to the next topics.
Okay,
'Cause I haven't done one.
you want to do some survey says?
Yes,
I
sir.
was gonna say we should do some your topics because if you want.
Like I said, I'm sorry for that fucking bullshit, dude. I really am.
It's
Like I
okay.
said,
It's okay.
that came towards me.
It's okay. Oh, hello there. What the fuck? I'm doing
Okay. The best and worst films of 2003. Thank you to. Actually, you know what? Hold that thought. I'm just going to give you an update on the best and worst of the decade. So, this video is going to comprise of Alex, LukeNukem, and yours truly. And we had to push back a couple of dates because of scheduling and whatnot. So here is how this is going to work. If I can find the thing. Here we go.
This is how we do it. Sorry, I had to do it.
I'm still scrolling up.
The fuck, yeah.
Okay, here we go. So, Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday, we're going to be doing the best, and Thursday, we're going to be doing the worst. And I believe it's going to start around 6 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, he does. Well, both of them do. And that is the schedule for the time period. Hopefully, it doesn't change again. But that's what we are aiming for. All righty?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Almost want to let Shane go.
Do you want me to talk about?
Yeah, because that upset me to no end. I can't even concentrate right now.
It's your spotlight. You can do as you please.
Okay. You want me to talk about 10-cent beer night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right. So, this is going to be the first of this segment. I have no idea what we're going to call it right now. I still have no idea a week later. But anyways, let me tell you about the tale of 10-cent beer night, aka one of the worst decisions in human history. I mean, the name should be pretty obvious. So, first off, let's start with what 10-cent beer night is. So, let me go to the page where I got my notes and whatnot, because I have a bunch of things here. I have way too many tabs. Don't do this, kids. It's a terrible, terrible thing to do. Unless you poured in $1,000 into your computer like I did. And you have the processor for it. Anyway, so
my God.
June 4th, 1974 is basically when this event happened. In Cleveland Stadium. It was a baseball game between Texas Rangers and the Cleveland Indians. Or as they should probably be known as the Cleveland Idiots. But anyways. So, let's talk about how this led up to the first place. So the background. To understand how 10-cent beer night became so terrible, we have to go back a little further. So, a while back ago, there was another game that Texas and the Indians had. Let's see. The trouble started with them on the bottom of the fourth inning with a walk to the Rangers, Tom Grieve, followed by Lenny Randall's single. The next batter hit a double ball to Indians' third baseman, John Lewis Steen. He stepped on the third base bag to retire Grieve and threw the ball to second base, but Randall disrupted the play with a hard slide into second baseman, Jack Brohammer.
Mm-hmm.
The Indians retaliated in the bottom of the eighth when pitcher Mitt Wilcox threw behind Randall's legs. Randall eventually laid down a bunt. When Wilcox attempted to field it and tag Randall out, which he did successfully, Randall hit him in his forearm. Indians' first baseman John Ellis responded by punching Randall, and then both benches emptied out for a brawl. So after the brawl was broken up, the Indians players and coaches were returning to the dugout. They were struck by food and beer hurled by Rangers fans. Catcher Dave Duncan had to be restrained from going into the stands to brawl with fans because that is something that it absolutely does happen. The game was not suspended or forfeited. No players from either team were ejected, and the Rangers won 3-0. So you got that going on. Now, on top of that, after the game, a Cleveland reporter asked Rangers manager Billy Martin, "Are you going to take your armor to Cleveland?" To which Martin replied, "Nah, they won't have enough fans there to worry about." So them fighting words. In addition to this as well, too, the Plain Dealer, which is a major newspaper of Cleveland, printed a cartoon of the day, the game showing Indians mascot Chief Wahoo, which might add that perfect amount of racism, by the way.
Oh my god.
Holding a pair of boxing gloves with the caption saying, "Be ready for anything." So we're off to a really great start. Now, let's talk about Cleveland in general. So, to understand this thing here. So, Cleveland, back in the day, is a very interesting place to live. Imagine for a moment the river that goes through the city itself, through downtown, the Cuyahoga River. As Cleveland prospered as a major center for manufacturing, the river was so polluted that it caught fire a total of 13 times. Can you imagine that for just a second? 13 times a river has caught fire.
It's odd for a river.
Because it was so polluted. Most notably in June 22nd, 1969, it caught fire again, and it was so bad, flames reached about 5 stories high. That's huge.
50 feet?
Yes.
It's almost like a goddamn wildfire in the woods.
Can you imagine if it was like a guy on one of the bridges and he accidentally like threw a cigarette down there and let that thing
Oh my god.
So anyways, it was so bad that it spurred the American environmental movement. So around 600 factories were lost in the 60s before the event. The city council was discussing bankruptcy. Everything was going tits up, essentially. And now the Rangers are coming into town, and no one is a happy camper. So now we have that preface. Can you just imagine that for a second? Just all that going on. You got this feud going on from a recent game, and now Cleveland's going into the shitter. So this is where 10-cent beer night comes into view.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland Stadium attempted to bring in more fans by offering 12 ounces of beer for just 10 cents with a limit of 6 per purchase. I want you to think about that for a second. 6 per purchase, not per person, per purchase.
Oh my god.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing that can go wrong here.
Oh, of course not.
Oh, no. So, keep in mind as well, too, there was no system in place to keep someone from buying beer for a teenager and then coming back for more afterwards. It was essentially the Wild West. Tickets were also dirt cheap as well, too, around 50 cents for bleacher seats, as an example.
God.
Now, of course, even though I'm not a sports fan, if anyone knows me, bleacher seats are kind of one of the worst seats you can get in a baseball stadium. But anyways, so the thing is that when they were talking about the projection of how many attendees were going to attend, they thought around 10,000. In actuality, it was 25,134. So pretty much double. Off to a great start, aren't we? So, starting off with the game itself, the Rangers quickly took the lead in the second inning with a home run. A few pitches in, and a woman hopped the wall near first base, ran to the Indians' on-deck circle, and flashed her tits to a cheer from all the teenagers.
Yeah,
So-
my attention.
Okay. We're in the second inning, and this shit's already happening. This shit's popping off.
Oh my god.
So, also one other thing, firecrackers were going off the whole time as well there too.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. So you can imagine that the field was a bit smoky from not only the firecrackers, but all the pot smoke as well too. So you had that, frequent explosions, and now you got some Indians fans having war drums in the back.
Oh my god.
So it was also hot as balls and everyone's getting wasted. It was basically the perfect storm. We'll flash forward to the 4th inning, and the Rangers hit another home run. This is when a man jumps out into the field stark naked and slides into second base.
Safe!
Now, as you guys are pretty well aware when it comes to baseball diamonds, when you are out in the field, you got that rough patch. I couldn't imagine sliding it on like with clothing on. Imagine doing it naked. The amount of pain and gravel up your ass would be astronomical.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Oh yeah, you bet it did.
Need some cocoa butter.
There ain't nothing gonna soothe that. He ran off and security couldn't catch him. I'm wondering if security didn't even want to touch him anyways. It was at this point the demand for beer outweighed the stadium's supply. Now, they didn't run out of beer. They just couldn't keep up with the demand. There were so many people wanting to get stuff here. So what they did, they had the brilliant idea of having people line up outside the outfield fence and had beer trucks come by to meet with the sheer demand.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know who tended those trucks? 2 teenage girls serving beer from the truck. Can you believe that?
How is that legally possible?
That's what I'm wondering.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah, not at all.
So, the girls start to have issues with the idiot tidal waves coming towards them. So the customers take the table dividing them and between them and the girls and throw it clear over the truck. The girls at this point understandably leave. At this point, it's free beer night now. It's drinking straight from the kegs.
Oh my god.
Continuing on with the game, Cleveland's Leron Lee hit a line drive straight into the gut of Rangers pitchers Ferguson Jenkins. He promptly dropped to the ground, and the fans in the upper deck started cheering and chanting, "Hit him again! Harder! Harder!"
Oh my god.
So now it's turning into a gladiatorial ring.
Mm-hmm. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Sorry,
That's exactly what I was thinking. So anyways, yeah, we already got some pretty terrible shit going on. 5th inning comes in. 2 more guys jump into the field and moon the Rangers outfielders as well as the fans. Also note that these 2 were a father and son pair. That what I would consider a great time for family bonding. So, this is also the part when the fans started throwing their cups into the field. Many of them still filled with beer because basically it was dirt cheap.
Mm-hmm.
It was like basically having free water balloons, essentially.
By the way, Hangman Adam Page, hold my beer.
Oh Jesus.
So, it was then at this point someone tossed some firecrackers into the Rangers bullpen, which the umpire ordered an evacuation of said pen. So that's going off. They had to evacuate the poor fuckers from getting, hit with fucking firecrackers from some nut job out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then a woman started running out and started waving around like an idiot. When the ushers came to escort her off, she started attacking them. When she was pinned down, the crowd booed and started shouting police brutality. After they were talking about hitting this guy harder, this poor fucking pitcher. One thing also to
sorry.
what's that? Well, I'm sorry.
I was at women laughing hard as someone said, "Hit him with the chair." At some
Oh
point.
god, I wouldn't be surprised. One thing also to note is that the Indians did not request additional police force during the event. Now, I want you guys to take a guess. How many security guards do you think were on shift for this?
Not
As
Give me a
opposed to
guess.
how many people were in the crowd that night?
Yeah,
Mm,
give a guess.
probably not nearly enough.
Wait, how many?
Not nearly enough.
I'm gonna say 2 or 3.
No, far more than that.
Oh, I was gonna say okay. Well, then again, it's
This is a stadium, so.
well, true.
I live in probably 10. I don't know.
I say a dozen.
50. They had 50 guards that entire night
What the
for
fuck?
25,000 people.
They had 50 guards and they couldn't even. Wow.
Uh-huh.
That's bad. That's bad.
Oh
So-
my! You said guards. I'm thinking of.
What do you think he said?
Like I said, folks, my mind is spiraling out of control right now because of what just happened.
Gotcha.
I'm
Well.
sorry, dude. I really am.
No worries. It's
That's
okay.
all right.
So, 50 guards is all they had. Now, this man's my favorite. This man threw a tennis ball into the center field and then chased after it. he led security on a bit of a run as well. So, as for things being thrown into the field, this was when things were starting to become a little more solid. Rocks, batteries, and golf balls were some of the items thrown. Remember, this is only the 4th inning.
Oh
Now
my god.
Now, it gets better. The 5th inning comes in.
I was about to say, how many innings are in baseball again?
9. So, the 5th inning comes in. And the Ranger
Jeez.
first baseman, Mike Hardgrove, comes in and gets pelted with hot dogs and cups full of spit.
Oh God, that's actually kind of dangerous.
That is pretty bad. He said, and I quote, "I was surrounded by pounds and pounds of meat. It was estimated that around 20 pounds of meat was thrown at him."
Oh my god.
Could you imagine just how many hot dogs that is? It's like out of a fucking cartoon.
Yeah,
That's
you're
like a
telling
that's a
me.
lot of wieners.
It really is a lot.
Wiener.
20
wieners.
pounds worth of wieners.
Oh my
So,
god.
He was also nearly struck with an empty gallon bottle of Thunderbird. How someone got Thunderbird in there to begin with is beyond me.
So
Now
I have
for-
a dumb question. I know catchphrase. What exactly is Thunderbird?
I'm glad you asked because I was about to actually get to that for those who
Okay,
did not know.
Thank God.
So, it's basically what's known as a flavored fortified wine. It is between 13% and 20% APV. It's known as, let's see, the Thunderbird, aka the American Classic.
Uh-huh.
It was popular in inner city neighborhoods where shopkeepers would display lemon juice bottles and Kool-Aid packets next to the wine. So yeah, basically alcoholic beverages, big bottle.
Oh my god.
So at that point, if you get hit in the back of the head with that thing, you might die.
Seems
You might
likely.
die. So the Rangers were now getting worried for their safety, understandably. This is when the Streakers came full force out in the field, completely abandoning their clothes in a pile in left center field. So they were just throwing their shit into a pile and just going out there in packs. Now, the 7th inning. The announcers were detailing the fact that many baseball fans were gathering their families and leaving like normal people. Now, besides that, there was nothing else of interest going on in the 7th inning, just more of the same chaos. In the 8th inning, announcers noticed that the Indians owner and a few of the others from the front office were leaving as well, doing their best to act casual. At this oh god. At this point, some fans were now throwing cherry bombs into the Rangers' dugout.
What the fuck? Cherry bomb. What's next? Stink bombs?
No, cherry bombs. Those
cherry
are like
I know, cherry bombs, but what's next? Fucking stink bomb.
Cherry bomb.
Oh, you only wish it was just the song.
Yeah, I can. Hey man,
I
I can
had to
fucking.
mention
I can drop. A
It's
stink bomb.
might I add too, I think cherry bombs are actually illegal.
I was waiting for Gary to make the reference.
She's my cherry pie.
I'm trying to look up cherry bombs, but also known as silver salutes and M80s, have been banned by federal law since 1966.
You
Oh my
motherfucker.
word.
So, cherry bombs into the Rangers' dugout. Now we're at the bottom of the 9th.
Oh no.
The Indians managed to get a comeback and tie the game 5-5, with Rusty Torres on second base representing their winning run. That was until a 19-year-old fan named Terry Yerkick ran into the field and attempted to steal Texas outfielder's Jeff Burrows' cap.
Oh, no.
He managed to come from behind and take the hat. However, he dropped it on the way out, probably because he was drunk as fuck. Burrows fell trying to catch the kid. Now, when you have to understand that the Rangers, looking from this angle, could not see very well when you're in the dugout.
Yeah.
So, to what they looked like to them, that somebody came out in the field, and now suddenly their player is down. Billy Martin, the Rangers manager, then grabbed the bat, looked at his players, and said, "Boys, let's go get him." So now it's turning into Warriors.
Oh god, the Warriors.
Yeah. So
Come out and
I
play.
still
Yeah,
have
so-
yet to see that movie.
fans then came out in droves from the stands. When they reached Burroughs, when the players reached Burroughs, they found him unharmed but understandably irritated. However, when they came out with bats in hand, this changed the landscape. These fans then surged the field, some armed with knives, chains, and clubs fashioned from portions of stadium seats that they tore apart.
Oh my god.
200 fans surrounded the 25 Rangers. So now it became Dynasty Warriors. And now more were on their way.
Dynasty Warriors.
This is when the riot started happening and no police were seen.
Alright.
Seeing that the Rangers' lives were in absolute danger, Cleveland manager Ken Aspromonte called in his players to grab bats and help the opposing team out. Understandably, seeing that, like, despite the fact that this is no longer a ball game. This is now this has gotten real serious. The two managers then led their players into the tunnels, assisting the wounded as they went, while the bench players formed a rear guard. We're talking about full-on military tactics at this point.
Mhm.
So, after the teams escaped, the fans found themselves to be the only ones on the field. They stole everything that was not nailed down.
Oh my god.
Now, this man is my favorite in this as well, too. The organist. He did the only thing he thought was, the best thing to do. He played, while all this shit was going on, Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
That's great.
So, the rioting went on for an additional 20 minutes. The Cleveland riot police finally came in and went ham with their clubs and tear gas to break up the riot.
Mhm.
After all was said and done, the statistics for this whole thing was this. 60,000 beers were consumed. 19 streakers, 7 emergency room injuries, and 9 arrests were made that night. And that is the tale of 10-cent beer night, one of the worst decisions that they could make.
Not only that, you know what the funniest thing about all this? They did it again.
They did it again. Yes, they did.
They did another 10
I
cent.
did it again.
Yeah, they did. It was in Milwaukee, I believe.
Sorry, I had to.
They did another thing here.
Oops, I did it again.
If you don't learn the first time.
Yep. Also, real quick, there's a couple of other details that I had saved on here too.
If it didn't work the first time, what did you think it would be? What did you think it would make it work the second time?
Yeah, right. So, let's see. Taking a look at some of the other things here. So here we go. A little more after the story here. So Cleveland general manager Phil Segui blamed the umpires for losing control of the game. The Sporting News wrote that, quote, Segui's perspective might have been different if he had been in Shylock's shoes, in the midst of the knife-wielding, bottle-throwing, chair-tossing, fist-swinging drunks. American League President Lee McPhail commented, quote, there was no question that beer played a part in the riot. You think?
Oh my god. You don't say.
Legitimately. No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, exactly. So another thing, this Shylock guy, his name is Nestor Shylock. He was the umpire crew chief. Now, while all this shit was going on, he realized that the order would not be restored in a timely fashion, so he did what he thought was natural, especially after being pelted with rocks, bottles, batteries, hot dogs, popcorn containers, and folding chairs, and also almost got stabbed in the process as well too by a knife. He forfeited the game to Texas, even though it was 5-5. He too was a victim of the rioters. One struck and cut his head with a part of a stadium seat, and his hand was cut by a thrown rock as well.
Oh my God.
He later called the fans, quote unquote, uncontrollable beasts, and stated that he's never seen anything like what happened except in a zoo.
except you don't feed zoo animals beer.
Yeah, exactly.
You just imagine seeing a monkey drinking a beer.
It's probably happened.
If it did.
So with that said, let's see. The next beer night promotion on July 18th attracted 41,848 fans with beer again selling for 10 cents per cup, but with a limit of 2 cups per person at the reduced price. So yes, it did happen again, but it was not as prevalent and horrible as this. Which makes sense because, you know, Cleveland was going down the shitter at the time. It was hot as balls outside. Everyone's drunk. Everyone's a little upset.
Oh my God! You add the heat with people being overly intoxicated, which makes you even more dehydrated. That just makes you go even more crazy.
Exactly. So, like, I don't know about you guys, but hot weather makes me grumpy as fuck, dude.
I don't.
I hate hot weather so much. We got swamp ass over here.
I'm on the opposite end over here in terms of hot weather. But like I said, I live in a different territory. It's paradise for up here because we hardly get we never get it we don't get it every.
Oh yeah, because you're like way up north. We're down south in fucking swamp ass land.
I know, it's fucking terrible.
It is terrible. So. Yeah, I don't know about, like I said, I don't know you guys, but hot weather definitely makes me very, very grumpy. And with the way people acted, it really was just the perfect storm. I'm trying to think about what other interesting little stories I could share with you guys. I got a list of things. I just don't have the list on me at the moment. But I hope you guys enjoyed that because it was really fun going through the bullfuckery that was 10-cent beer night.
Wow.
Yeah, so that is the story of what happened. And they call anime, movie, or what other nerdy fans out there bad. You want to talk about sports fans?
Sports fans. They get violent. Like,
oh yeah. So like, make no mistake when it comes to just sports in general, like fights tend to happen. But truth be told, it's not as frequent as I'm making it sound. It really isn't, but still, they do happen. It also kind of reminds me of the time about a guy who was cosplaying Sephiroth punched out another dude because someone said that Phantasy Star was better than Final Fantasy. But, you know, we all have our vices. So, yeah, that was the story of 10-cent beer night. Hope you guys enjoyed, as I certainly did.
Damn.
Now just to see what else I should, what other story I should tell you guys. Because in the same vein as baseball, I do have another person I want to talk about, and I think you will love the shit out of this guy. His name's Rube Waddell. You ever hear about this guy?
No.
Okay. Let me give you a sneak preview of what this guy's like. So, he was a very, very famous pitcher. However, this boy was as dumb as a rock. You want to know what fans on the other team did to try to distract him? They had shiny objects and puppies. And it worked. I'm not even fucking kidding. And that's only the tip of the iceberg, too. I am surprised they not made a movie of this guy yet. I really am.
Like Chris Chan.
But apparently, like, when it came to pitching, he was a savant. Like, he was so fucking good. So, if you want me to talk to you about Rube Waddell, I would not mind that because that is a great story in its own, too. I really am surprised there hasn't been a movie about him. I really am surprised. You know me, I don't talk about sports often at all, but this shit.
Shano, you should talk about sports more often. I'll tell you why.
Why is that?
Well, I'll tell you.
Well, let me guess.
Oh,
Is this involving Huey Lewis in the news?
Because sports is a fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's a good album. It's amazing record. You should talk about it more. Fucking butthole.
Yeah, so I'll talk with the guys over about what we're gonna present. Well, what I'll present next. But Rue Waddell is one of the ones that I had in mind. I also had thought about covering. God, I wish I had my notes with me. At least those notes, because I don't think I wrote it down on my phone. I think I had it somewhere else. But there was a certain FedEx flight that happened as well too. And that's a shorter one, but let me tell you, that shit was nuts. People almost died.
Jeez.
So, yeah, those just a couple of stories there. Also the origin, the nutty origin of Atari was another one that.
I'll say that for next week. I want to hear that.
You want to hear about that one? Okay, I'll see what I can do about getting the notes taken care of that one, because that one's going to take a lot of research, like this one did. I had to search around for a lot of details on this one. Like, holy crap, dude.
All right, well,
But yeah, so there you have it. Hope you guys enjoy it, because that was very fun.
oh god, that 10
So,
beer and I think is
I'm not sure if you want to take it from here.
We're gonna end the show right now. Cause
I thought we were gonna do survey says.
huh?
I thought we were gonna do survey says.
No, now's not the best time due to the situation.
No.
Right now.
Folks, I already posted.
Gotcha. Okay.
I posted a link in the live chat as to what happened.
Yes.
I'm just beyond furious right now.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I can't even think properly because of this person. Like I am violently mad. That's how pissed off I am right now.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
And that's what pisses me off even more, because this show was so funny, so perfect, and here comes this asshole. It has to ruin everything.
Well, I mean, it did okay.
You know what?
Okay.
I think it was still a solid show.
It was a good show. We did well.
Yeah. I
it's
think
okay.
It was a solid show today. What do you guys
Everyone
think? It was a
else
solid
did well
show?
today. We all did well today, regardless.
I agree.
We all did well. Now, folks, that is the first episode of this particular program that I could give two fucks about afterwards, but then next episode and then after that, blah, blah, blah. And all
Yeah, what the hell are we all doing on here? Anyways.
So that being said, folks, you all take care of yourselves. Go fuck yourselves, and
Bye.
I got nothing more to say.
Bye.
That is
Bye,
a strong
Gary.
juxtaposition.
Love you.